Good morning and welcome to CBC. Today we're discussing the Oka and Crisis Quebec crisis that happened over 26 years ago between the Mohawk and the town of Oka. It all began with an argument over land with the Mohawk Reserve and the small town of Oka, about 60 kilometers northwest of Montreal. The small area of land is claimed by the Mohawk Reserve of the Crisis and had been in debate for centuries. The land was granted to the Mohawk tribe by the governor of New France and the Catholic Church. The church later changed the agreement, giving itself ownership of the land. In 1868, the Mohawk demanded for their land back when they refused. Later, a members-only golf course was built on the portion of land in spite of the Mohawks' protest. In 1986, a Mohawk lawsuit stated to claim the land. The situation reoccurred in 1989 when the mayor of Oka announced that permission had been given to expand the golf course and develop a residential area on the land. It should be noted that many Oka residents were opposed for this environmental reasons, because it was a members-only golf course, not benefiting townspeople, and because some felt it was indeed Mohawk's traditional land, and they knew the plan would cause tension.
Here is some recovered video footage from one of the days during the crisis in September.
Just expanding my perimeter. Okay, the Mohawks want to take care of their warriors, do a disengagement, so no fight will occur. My intent is not to fight. As soon as I'm able to move forward, I move forward. Are you moving right through to the barricades? There's the barricades down there? Yes, sir. I've taken 3 barricades now.
Better stop here.
Truly devastating.
And now over to Muna, a woman who was involved with the crisis at an early age of 12.
Could you please tell us about your experience with the Oka crisis?
It has been over 25 years, and I can still remember the day to the minute. It was August 1990, and it all started out as a peaceful protest over the government trying to use our land to expand their golf course. But it got worse when the police showed up with their guns and tear gas. We didn't know what to do, so we built up 12 barricades, protecting our land. That is why the police came in with an injunction to remove it. This unleashed the conflict for the next 78 days. Towards the end, we only had 1 barricade left standing. The Canadian Armed Forces deployed a brigade of 4,500 troops to try and stop the protest. A fellow Mohawk member of mine died in the conflict. It was just 12 standing at the barricade protesting with my parents and other pals. I've never been so terrified in my life. Even to this day, I remember the pain and suffering of everyone in my community experiencing. The armed police officer showed up again and again and began to spray tear gas at us and to try and force us away from the barricade. It broke my heart to see my community suffering, my parents suffering, and the fellow leaders of the tribe.
Thank you, Mama Muna, for your touching story. It was August 29th when we finally found a resolution for the crisis at the Mercer Bridge blockade. The Mohawks negotiated an end to their protest with Lieutenant Colonel Robin Gannon, commander responsible for monitoring the blockades along the south shore of the St. Lawrence River, west of Montreal. This action further resulted in the resolution of the original siege on the Kanawaskan Reserve. And that's how Allison sees it. Thank you, CBC News.